KCs BBQ. It's a Kansas City style barbecue. Started in 1968.
At the time, I had been working with my friend at the barbecue place in 77 part-time. In 1968, he decided that he wanted to quit, and I bought it, and I started from there. From a family of 14, we've always been around food.
Well, I had aunts that was a baker, an aunt that was a chef, I had uncles that were chefs, and everybody in the family cooked, so they had their own style. My Uncle Felton was from Texas, so he cooked chili or spicy things, and everybody had a little of this, a little of that, and we just kind of enjoyed it all together as a family, and that was great as a kid growing up.
But Patrick, he loved it, and in the 1978, he graduated from high school, and I turned it over to him. And he still got it going now. He's going to turn it over to my granddaughter.
It is really flattering for my family to trust me with the business. The loyalty of our customers has been great. The support has been great. And we're moving into new and modern idea of what barbecue is. We're trying to present a very polished product with the same, soul and quality that my grandpa and my father have been giving for, the last 50 years.
It's a Kansas City style barbecue. It's tomato-based barbecue sauce. We use a 3.5-pound rib that we cut down and trim, and it's called St. Louis style rib. We make our links in-house. They're a mixture of beef and pork and our own spices. We have our own spice rub. We use beef brisket. It's a tough piece of meat that needs to be cooked and broke down during the slow process of cooking. Barbecue is a tradition of cooking over an open flame, but what we do is more of a smoking process, so it's a little bit different. We've kind of customized this to our own style. My father got the business from his friend, Mr. Forrest Anderson, and he taught my father the process in a short period of time, and then on through the years my father has taught me, and then we kind of pinch it and twist it a little bit to make it your own style, but it's all based from that.
So the old space, my grandfather opened there, actually in that actual space in 1968. And my dad grew up in that space. I grew up in that space. So when we experienced the fire, it was all very startling and very scary.
But it was a shock, just like a death in the family when the place burned. It was really, because we've been there so long.
Upon arrival, there was tons of fire engines out there, and essentially the entire back half of the restaurant was like up in flames. The firemen, who were also frequent customers of ours, were also freaking out. We had one fireman who came out and he was just like, is there anything can you guys think of that you really, really want to be saved? And all I could think of at the moment was the pictures. Took the time to go in and out, back and forth, and take every single picture off of the wall during the fire. So, of course it was extremely emotional, and now here we are a year later with some of the original photos, some new photos, and in a bright new space.
The fire was devastating. It was tough. But in saying that, it's like, what rises out of the fire, the phoenix. So our community of people that, you have them, but you're not exactly sure until these types of things happen. Your community comes around and embraces you in your time of need and helps you move forward. And that's kind of what happened right now. You know, some old time friends reached out to me, family members, you know, just like I said, the whole community of people that you don't know that you have as a resource, and helped us move forward, talked us through this. You know, I'm talking about like hand to hand, you know, just really in depth, and we appreciate that more than they ever know. The bigger picture is to not stop at this location, to move forward, get maybe some micro places that are just food to go, food truck, some more restaurants under our belt, and with my daughter at the helm of this, moving us forward, and all her network and people that she knows and her new ideas, it's really exciting, because I didn't think for me that I could move it any further. But with the help of her and the rest of our community, it's going to move further and be around a lot longer.
I've come so far, potholes and bumpy roads, wear my heart on my necklace but took my soul. We have come so far, still a hell of a way to go, but I'm guided. I feel the light on me and I know